people, it's your girl Adeola. Finally, my people, finally, Oga Buhari and the Senate released the list. Oh, yes, the long-awaited list of the ministers that will work with Mr. President in this new administration. I am so sorry, Dr. Damages, my brother, your name was not on the one that was released last week, but please do not cry, don't lose hope. They release more names next week, you never know. So, my people, I have some issues with this list. First of all, 21 names have been released so far, and I know that the rest will be released next week, but two of the 21 names, how come there are only 3 women? I was like, what? That is not, how is that even possible? Get me Oga Buhari on speed dial. Shallow 1 2. Shallow. Is this Mr. President? You not do it. What's up, my Oga? It's your girl Adeola. Mr. President, I thought you had me on speed dial. What happened? How could you do this without calling me? Hello? Bad network. Hello, can you hear me? Bad network at the Aso Rock. Can you believe? Nigerians, you guys, you tire me. You tire me. When will you stop seeing women as just there to cook your food or take care of your children? When will you understand that men and women are equal? In fact, I take that back. We are not equal. Women are more capable than men, sure you understand. I'm not saying that because I'm a woman, but what we women can juggle in addition to our career, men cannot. Now they cannot. Yet they think that they are smarter. Brother Chike, sit down. You don't have to smack the TV because I'm talking about equal representation of women. What is wrong with you? Let me talk. A woman will cook, clean, take care of children, manage your home, and on top of that, will work as bankers, as teachers, engineers, pilots. What's up, my sisters? Doctors, yes, thank you. What's up there? This is my friend, Dr. Binkwe. And TV presenters, journalists, you name it. There is nothing that a man can do that women cannot do better. So why are we not equally represented in government now? Especially considering the fact that women are the ones that suffer the most based on the decisions made by men in politics or the decisions that they refuse to make.
What's the point of having more than half of a population being oppressed? It's not good for the society, it's not good for the economy, it's not good for families.
Thank you, my sister. Tell them. Every single day, Nigeria loses about 2,300 under 5-year-old children, as well as 145 women of childbearing age. Every year, 36,000 Nigerian women die of pregnancy or childbirth complications. This makes Nigeria the second largest contributor to the under 5 mortality rate, as well as maternal mortality rate in the whole world. Only 35% of deliveries are attended by skilled birth attendants in Nigeria. I mean, what are you talking about? Are you surprised that Nigerian lawmakers, ministers, whatever, have not drafted any bill to address all these important issues? Like I said, men cannot think about many things at a time, at least so many of them. So you cannot really blame them. That is why you need women in politics to think about the 2,000 stuff that men will not think about that will actually make life better for citizens. And this has nothing to do with Western culture. I beg. In fact, Rwanda in Africa has the highest proportion of women in parliament in the whole world, 63%. Have you been to Senegal? Senegal has equal representation of women in government. If the governor is a man, the deputy must be a woman. If the local government chairman is a woman, the deputy will be a man. The number of male senators in Senegal is the same as the number of female senators. They organize trainees for their women. They empower their women from the grassroots. And guess what? They're empowering the whole country.
Over the course of 2 days, they learn about women's rights, how to run for office in the upcoming municipal elections, and how to promote themselves as candidates through local media. Senegal is undergoing a sweeping change, surpassing the United States by 40 spots in gender political empowerment.
So why can't we do the same in Nigeria? I thought this is a time of change. I thought now women will be well represented.
We are still a traditional country, but now they're ministers, they have incomes, they have authority, they have power. Of course, the whole dynamics, male-female dynamics change, and that's good for the society.
Thank you, my sister. Oga Buhari, I am highly disappointed. You have disappointed Mama. No. I'm highly disappointed. During elections, you'll be running around women. You want women to vote for you. But you don't want them in position of authority. What is the meaning of that? I know that some women have not done well. Yes, I know that. What is wrong with you? Did I mention anybody? What What is wrong with you now? You know you are on your own. You are always looking for trouble. As I was saying, some women have not done well, but we can't use a few women to judge all women. We have more men that have messed up big time, big time. Does that mean they will say that men should no longer be in power? There are thousands of women that would do well. Can you believe that some people still write to me that how dare I talk about politics? That what do women know about politics? I have a lot of work to do when I become a first lady, okay? Let's just move on. My second issue with this list, Mr. President, is that I thought that we voted for change. Not be so. I thought this is a new era. Because many of the people on the list have been in power from before I was born. Yes, I know I'm only 16. That doesn't matter. 16 is still a long time ago. Can you imagine? Many of these people have been governors, senators, ministers. Now they are ministers again. For you, we are recycling the same people. The average age of the people on the list is like 55 or 60 or something. Again, young people don't feel represented with this list. We don't feel represented. We don't feel like we're part of this government. Do you know how many young people are able and eager to serve their country? Are you waiting for them to be corrupt before you will appoint them? When we were young, you told us that we are the leaders of tomorrow. Yet you refuse to leave. Is it in our 60s and 70s that we start learning how to lead? Again, this is not a Western thing. In Rwanda, again, a lot of 30-something-year-olds are in government. In fact, they have a youth political leadership program where they empower young people. Again, Oga Buhari, so many young people helped to get you elected. At least if I don't know of anybody else, there's this lady called Buhari girl. You guys know about her now. She was rallying people to vote for you. This lady from Lagos, Ekwele, she was going from door to door, from house to house, just like many others on social media. Why not give them a chance to prove what they can do for their country? These people, they really annoy me. Again, I have to come and save the day. Can you imagine? They are waiting for me to become first lady before I fix all these things. Why must you wait for me? You can just fix it now, But for you, other people are leaving us behind, even in Africa. When it comes to women representation and youth representation in government, maybe you say that we are the leaders of tomorrow. When will tomorrow come? When will tomorrow come? Getting me upset? You guys know that I really don't know much, but that they're upsetting me. Guess what? I'm just giving it through. Now that I'm upset, and I wanted to give you guys an update on Madam Madueke, but I'm really upset. I think I'll wait till I become first lady. Don't beg me. I say don't beg me, Okay, I'll tell you. Okay, so as you guys know, Madam was arrested and her house in UK was raided. Her house in Nigeria was also raided. They said they found 27,000 pounds cash in her home. Hey, whoa! That is about $41,000. Not be so child. That is God. As ridiculous as that is, though, my people, no offense, but I don't really trust UK authorities because, you know, when they arrested Alamesia the other time in London, remember they said that the Metropolitan Police found £1 million cash in his London home. Yes, but later, when I spoke with somebody that was there, this person told me that when Alamesia heard that they found £1 million, he cried and he said that all his life he trusted UK authorities, but with this one he found out that they were lying because apparently, according to Alamisia, he had much more than £1 million. But he can't come out and say that because he wasn't supposed to have the money in the first place. And who do we ask? How do we know? So when I heard that they found £27,000 at Madueke's house, my first thought was, how do we know it wasn't more than that? Sure, you understand? But all I know is £27,000 cash. As much as I appreciate these people, though, arresting our corrupt officials for us, since we have refused to take care of our own business, no be so, as much as I appreciate them, I can't help but wonder why they also let them keep this laundered money in their countries for years before arresting them. Because I remember Oga Buhari at the UN addressing all these Western countries and saying that if they really want to fight corruption, they should stop being a safe haven for our corrupt officials who steal money. If a politician from Nigeria comes to the US and deposits $2 million in the bank, why can't the US just speak with the Nigerian government to make sure that he or she did not steal this money that they are trying to deposit in the US bank? And so you understand, but I appreciate them. Nigeria, wake up. You better wake up, Nigeria. Now they are taking care of our business for us. Anyway, that's beside the point. So they seized £27,000 cash from Madam Hey-Wo. And then they said they found £5,000 cash and another $2,000 from her mother. Hey-Wo. I say it is like mother like daughter. Can you imagine? So many of these people that are stealing our money, see, their family members, they know about it. And many of these family members, they don't discourage them because they benefit from it. How can you not talk to your daughter when you know that she's stealing money? Hey, whoa, I trust Mama Adeola. She will say, Adeola Motibiono. In fact, I heard that when they were investigating her, they found out that so many of her properties that she has were bought in the names of relatives just to cover up her corruption practices. Can you imagine? So that they won't be able to trace her. So she bought houses in her mother's name and so on. So you understand? And the mother was also cooperating. Now they are arresting both of them. Speaking of properties, is it true that Madam was trying to buy a 13 billion pound house in Hyde Park, London when they caught her? 13 billion pounds? What? No, that doesn't make sense. No, that doesn't make sense. Because that's like 3 trillion naira. No, be so 13 billion pounds on a house? With whose money? I don't think that she was trying to buy a house with that money. From what I heard, it's true that she was trying to buy a house at Hyde Park. But the person that wrote this article was making fun of the missing $20 billion. Remember the money that was missing at NNPC? Yes, if you convert the $20 billion to pounds, it's 13 billion pounds. So the writer of the article was saying that with the missing $20 billion, instead of her trying to buy a house at Hyde Park, why doesn't she just buy the whole park with $20 billion? No wonder this picture has been circulating. Whenever they tell her that Dangote is the richest person in Africa, she just goes... What are Nigerians saying about this, my brother? With 13 billion pounds, we will have no IDPs in Nigeria. Oh, thank you, my brother. Literally, no. He's talking about the internally displaced people with 13 billion pounds. For real, with 13 billion pounds, we shouldn't have internally displaced people in Nigeria. What a shame, With 13 billion pounds, I will make Wizkid my houseboy and he must scream, yeah, to wake me every morning. This is what you will do with your own 13 billion. My sister, there is God now. Yeah. With 13 billion pounds, I will buy clothes for Kanye West so he can stop wearing rags. Ooh, snap! That's so true, How can you call yourself a millionaire and you're wearing this, Fashion of nowadays, they have taken it to another level. But my dear, I need something that makes sense, Can you give me... But I think this will make sense. With 13 billion pounds, these kids will live a better life. They are the ones who need it. Thank you, Jerry, my brother. God bless you. These kids, they need, like, seriously, even if it is 13 million pounds, million or billion, I don't care. These children, their life will not remain the same. With 13 billion pounds, every Nigerian state should have at least 5 of this kind of hospital. You're that for whoever wrote this, thank you very much. The sad thing is, with 13 billion pounds, it's not enough to buy brains for those brainless people that are defending Diezani. Thank you, my brother. You're that for. Have you guys seen those people that are protesting for Madueke? Yeah, so can you imagine? Unfortunately, I don't think that they will get paid good money if they cannot spell live. Live, Madam alone. Madam will be upset when she sees this. They are all birds of the same feather anyway. It's just like the Saraki people. Unfortunately, they also messed up their protest for Saraki. They messed it up immensely. Is that how to pronounce it? So I don't think they will get paid well as well. Anyway, I thought that the best tweet of this week goes to Murtala, whoever you are, my brother. You got it right. You nailed it on the head. He said, Madam, just go straight. You see prison yard. She was like, should I go this way? They said, no, Madam, just go straight. Anyway, Nigerians, they joke about everything. Anyway, I've heard that she's not the only one that stole this money. Unfortunately, she's not the scapegoat at the moment. I also heard that billionaire Kola Aluko was implicated in the case. If you guys don't know him, he's a very, very rich Nigerian that lives in UK. He dated Naomi Campbell one time like this. Remember? Okay, so you probably know him now. He's so rich that he has a $50 million yacht that he rents out to celebrities like Jay-Z and Beyonce. The yacht costs about $900,000 per week. So yes, he's also implicated. So we're waiting to see the outcome of this case. Meanwhile, Madam's international passport has been seized, and once again, my people, in whatever capacity you've been given the opportunity to serve your country, please, including those of you that have now been announced as ministers, it's good to be good. Do well. That's what people will say when you leave, and if you don't do well, that's what people will remember you for. You guys now don't know much. Guess what? I'm just keeping it real. Moving on on to Ghana, and I am so glad to bring you guys an update on the documentary made by the investigative journalist Anas. As a result of his video, remember the video where he busted 34 judges for collecting bribe? Guess what? 7 High Court judges have been suspended. Yes. So, and not only that, 22 lower court judges who were also involved have been suspended because of that video. My people, that shows you the power of one. Many of you want a change in your country and you say, oh, it's just me, what can I do? I'm telling you, you can do a lot. You can do a lot. I know that he has people that he's working with now, but when he started, it was just him. So you can do a lot. I hope that I'm doing something. Hopefully. Since the day I left Nigeria and I saw that it's possible to have good roads, stable electricity, and good hospital, I'm telling you, I've been so upset. I've been an advocate for change even before I started this show, so thank God. I'm just trying to challenge you that you can also do something. Apparently, some of the judges were not only demanding for money, but some of them were demanding for sex. I was like, what? I thought it was funny though that some of the judges seen in the video denied the allegations. I'm like, Kai, some people have no shame. We saw you with our koro eyes, no be so. Also, I was shocked to hear that the 7 of the 12 High Court judges that were suspended were the most senior judges. Can you imagine? Which is why many consider this as the biggest scandal to hit Ghana's judiciary system. Hopefully, this will lead to a true change in Ghana's judiciary system. The next thing though is for Anas to come to Nigeria. Come to Nigeria, my brother. You guys know I don't know much. Guess what? I'm just keeping it real. Before I leave today, I like to read some of your emails, and the first one is from Kelechi in Ukraine, and he says, "Hi Adeola, the chief judge has no reason to withdraw from the case of Saraki." What? The chief judge withdrew? I didn't know about that. Instead, she should quietly resign honorably. If Saraki got away with all those corruption charges, then the House of Senate has become the darkness to our light. Wow, that is so true. If Saraki should get away with all these corruption charges, then, you know, it's like there's really no change. By the way, I heard that Saraki is sponsoring a new bill that will grant him immunity as the Senate president so that they can no longer accuse him of anything. Can you imagine? But I don't think that the chief judge withdrew. I think that the judge on the case was the one that withdrew from the case. So we'll see how everything plays out. We're still on it. The next email is from Mohammed Amiyal Ladan, and he says, "Hi Adeola, please, who is this Koli Dawo that you are always mentioning his name on your show?" My brother, did you seriously just yab Dawo? Like really? First of all, I mean, you don't have to be upset, my brother. I can speak for you, okay? You don't have to be upset. Right now, I would have asked Dawo to come out here and take a bow for you to actually see him. But you misspelled his name. How dare you say Dawo? Dawo is not Dawo. If only you have spelled his name correctly, I would ask him to come out now and show his face to the world. Why are you upset, my dear? I said I can talk for you now. Let me speak for you. Don't be upset. And now he's upset. See? Now you see what you've done now. Now the guy is upset. You okay? Drink Kool-Aid, okay? We'll talk after the service. Making me upset. The next email is from Isaiah Negedu, and he says, all the way from Lafia, "Hi Adeola, the idea of an improved power supply in the nation seems to be incorrect, at least both in Lafia where I live and in Kogi State where I come from. Power supply worsened immediately after the Buhari-led government came in. In a time when I think we need to decongest the cities, there's need for tangible projects in other towns to attract people away from the big cities." Wow. Thank you so much, my brother. So his electricity did not improve. Remember last week I asked that, let me know if yours has improved or not. So I'm hoping that somebody is watching this that can help the people of Lafia as well as the people of Kogi State with their electricity. A lot of people are enjoying good electricity now, and there's no reason why these people should not enjoy their electricity. So please help them out. I'm hoping to hear back from this person about better electricity. So please help them out. The next email is from Emeka Jerry Franklin, and he says, "Hi Adeola, my car dealer disappeared with my 8 vehicles." What? Valued at 12 million naira market value. Wow. We went to report the case to the police only to be asked to pay 300,000 naira before they can commence investigation. Are you serious? Nigerian police. Hey, whoa. My problem now is, does it mean that poor victims to a crime can no longer go to the police to report their case, or what? Our country is now fighting corruption and everyone is focusing on our politicians. But I tell you that we must fight this epidemic from the locals before taking it to the top. You are absolutely right. Thank you so much. And I am so sorry to hear this. How can the police charge you before they will do their job. Please, next time, try to record, even if it's just the audio. Click record before you get in there. Try to record the audio of the conversation of the policeman asking you for 300,000 naira bribe. How can they do that? That is so unfair. Now you don't have the car and you are looking for 300,000 naira to pay the police before they will help you find the car. This is so sad. At the same time though, I wish the Nigerian government will pay people well. Pay the police well, pay soldiers well. If these people are well paid, then they have no excuse to be doing this. Although there are some people that it doesn't matter how much they get paid, they will still get involved in corruption. But we really need to raise minimum wage, for God's sake. I'm really hoping that somehow this person will find his cars. If you know an oga at the top among the policemen that can help this man, please write me so I can connect this person. I can't imagine what he's going through, losing his cars and now thinking of how to find 300,000 naira to bribe the policemen to do their job. This is very, very sad. And then the next email is by Isaac Uzoka, and he says, hi Adeola, on your last episode that you talked about BVN, that is the bank verification number, I was so happy because I'm in Canada and possibly can't update my BVN. As you talked about it, I hope that CBN will look for other alternatives. Yes, my brother. As a matter of fact, I got a lot of emails about the BVN bank verification registration. So many Nigerians abroad saying that they've been unable to do this thing, that they don't know how or where to start. In fact, some people wrote me that the company that is doing this BVN abroad has no center in the country where they live. It's so similar to the next email by Bello Jakada. He says, hi Adeola, here in India there is no center for BVN registration. The address given by the central bank in New Delhi does not exist, and we heard that there will be no extension for the exercise. I don't know how CBN wants us to live with frozen accounts in a country which is not ours. Can you imagine? Like, seriously, something needs to be done for Nigerians that are abroad to be able to do this bank verification registration. And please, you can't freeze people's account because they live abroad. Some of these people are students and they don't have the money to fly home and fly back. So you can't just freeze people's bank account because they live abroad. There has to be another extension. This month ending is not feasible, okay? And you need to look for better ways for people to do this. The next email by Ben Benny says, hi Adeola, I'm happy you raised the issue of the Online Integrated Solutions, OIS. That is the company that does this BVN thing for Nigerians. Normally, I used to pay for Nigerian visa online. I would buy £20 postal order and go for submission at the Nigerian embassy in London on the appointment date. I was, however, surprised last month after doing the same thing, and when it was my turn to enter the embassy for submission as usual, I was told to go to another address being managed by OIS. That is that company, Online Integrated Solutions. After submission, they collected extra £72 from me for their services. Please help us find out the Nigerians that are collaborating with this foreign company to rip us off. Can you imagine? So this company is not only doing the bank verification, they are now the ones processing Nigerian visas for some people, and they're charging people extra £72. Who does that? Like, really? This doesn't make sense. I hope somebody from the SSS in Nigeria is watching this show. You really need to investigate this company. I don't like what is happening. How dare you charge Nigerians extra £72 because they're applying for visa? And why is this company the one doing the work of the embassy? Anyway, so I uploaded that video where I talked about the difficulty of trying to do the bank verification registration. I uploaded it on my Facebook page, Adeola Fayeun, and someone made a comment I think I should read to everybody. His name is Ashiwaju Delepov, and he said, for anyone using GT Bank, I think there's a solution. I called GT Bank head office to tell them, and he said that they sent him an email, that this is the email they sent him. Good day, sir. Kindly fill the attached form to update your account. Completed forms along with the following should be sent to gtcare@gtbank.com. So they requested for the bio data page of his international passport, a notarized copy of a utility bill or stamped copy of his bank statement issued within the last 3 months, showing his current address. The bill can be notarized from a notary public, Nigerian embassy, GT Bank UK office, or a post office. When these documents have been verified, we will request you to call in for verbal authentication. Thank you for choosing GT Bank. So if you're a customer of GT Bank, call them, see if they will have a solution. And if you're not using GT Bank, call your bank. Everybody abroad, I would suggest that you call your bank first and see if they have any provisions for people that are abroad that are their customers. If there's any other way you can do this without having to travel. Someone also emailed me that they will have to travel about 9 hours by road to get to the center in their country. It's ridiculous. Like I said last week, apart from using this company, OIS, Online Integrated Solutions, I think the Nigerian embassies in all countries should also be able to do this bank verification thing, and they should even have satellite stations. And on the central bank's website in Nigeria, they said this thing is absolutely free. Why are they charging those of us abroad $45 to do this thing? It's not fair. So I hope that the Central Bank of Nigeria is doing something about this. All right, guys, that's all the time that I have for emails today. Please keep sending your emails to adeola.keepingitreal@gmail.com. All right, y'all, it's been real, and I'm keeping it real right up in here. Until next week, I'm gonna see y'all later. Peace out.